Hello, good day. Yesterday's analysis. It played out exactly at this hour. That is, from the very point we had considered. Gold, a precious metal, started to continue its significant downward path from that particular point, though there were indeed two noticeable pullbacks. We subsequently observed it reach our initial entry point, even a little bit above it, but then, quite unfortunately, it continued its persistent and steady decline. Because it's natural for the market to have pullbacks. From today, I'll be doing the analyses on the broker's chart. The reason is that the broker's chart gives us more precise points on the 4-hour and daily time frames. For example, take a look here. For instance, on the 4-hour chart, it made an exact pullback and then continued its own path. So, what do we expect from gold now? For today, the expectation is not that it will just continue its path from right here and drop completely. We don't have that expectation because it's natural for the market to adjust its trend. If we want to use a very classic approach and draw a channel, even for example if we draw it on the 5-minute time frame, we can see that this channel on the 5-minute chart, let's assume it exists. It's the most reliable channel we can draw for it, and if you pay attention, you'll see that here we're moving downward within this channel. So we can expect that from where we are right now, it might go up a bit and then start its drop. Now, from this point or even from these areas, it could continue its decline. At 4400, we have a breaker block, which is exactly here. We can expect this breaker block to support the market a bit again and bring it up. For example, up to 4425, and then it might want to return from this range again. But overall, the trend we're considering for the market is a downward one. Why? Because if you look closely at the 4-hour chart, right now, the market is generally pulling back to the 4-hour nodes and then dropping. So what do we expect? Here at this 4-hour node, it should pull back and then go to this other 4-hour node, pull back and drop. Our next expectation is that it comes down to this level, which we can, from any of these zones, we should also expect the market to potentially reverse. I personally have two accounts. One is a swing trading account, for example, in that same zone from yesterday. I had taken a sell position, and I also have a scalping account with which we made a profit during yesterday's live trade. Of course, in yesterday's live trade, it didn't work out. That is, when I saw the profit, I had to stop the live trade. But after that, we were in these zones, and then the market gave us a really good profit. And in the end, the position we had in the live trade ended up in profit. If you are scalping, you can expect to take, for example, a long position here with your scalping account. Now look, I myself took a long position on this very account right here. And what I expect is that the market will at least give me some profit up to these zones, for example. From here, I start selling. I took the market, and then you play with the market and take your profit. Secure your profits and make the most of the market for yourself. Stay happy and successful until tomorrow's analysis, and we'll see how the market performs.